God! Quick! Go! Go! God! Go! Whoa!
Al. How can I help you today, friend?
So you're that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh? I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand.
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right then. If it's really what you want, let's dance. But I have two conditions. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging for a rematch when you lose. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to revive you. Got it?
Well, maybe I should train a bit more first.
First you talked me into fighting you, and now you want to back out of it? Come back when you really mean it. What would you like?
Do you live here all alone? In a wilderness like this?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone. Animals are company too.
I understand. I prefer being on my own as well.
But don't think I'm a hermit. People sometimes come to get ointments or herbs, and I'm glad to see them. But greeting neighbors and listening to gossip every day? I'd rather not, thanks. It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there for all the protection it gives me. You get strange people wandering around from time to time. The kind best avoided by honest folk. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw two vagabonds like that. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
Where exactly did you come across them?
In the rocks above my cottage. Be careful if you go there.
Why did you become a herbalist?
Let me guess. It seems like a woman's work to you, eh?
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that the only herbalists I know are women. You're the first male one I've met.
My grandmother taught me everything I know. She used to take me with her to the forest and told me something about every herb she picked. What it's called, where it grows, and what it's good for. And in the evenings, she tested me mercilessly on everything. If I made a single mistake, I got a slap on the ear.
You memorized everything? No recipes?
Why? I keep all the recipes in my head and measure out the ingredients by eye.
But people trust you anyway, since they buy salves and healing potions from you.
What else can they do? The only real apothecary here is Emmerich, and he charges a lot. Besides, he moved here from the city.
Isn't it dangerous not knowing the exact amounts and mixing the potions by eye?
Maybe for me. If I lick my fingers while crushing some herb Paris, for instance. But I've never poisoned anyone yet. Well, at least not by mistake.
I'll have a look at the wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Well, I suppose we can try. You see, I knew we'd make a deal. Thank you, and take care. Oh, what do you need, my friend?
So, what about our fight? Should we get started?
Fine. Let's get this over with. Let's go over there, so you don't trample my herbs. Ready?
that?
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Well, now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed.
I didn't challenge you for money.
And I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come, let's have a toast to our fight. Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th, I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
Isn't it a bit of a lonely life?
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. I get people coming here for herbs, salves, and once in a blue moon, someone comes and challenges me to a fight.
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting part, but people have been coming here for herbs more and more often. If they're polite and ask nicely, I even let them pay me back later. Times are tough.
Sounds pretty boring.
You might be surprised. It can get pretty scary in the woods at night. Especially now, with all those bandits roaming the region.
Aren't you afraid they'll come here?
What would they do here? I'm just a dirty herbalist with a hut full of dried plants. Unless they're at death's door themselves.
What would you do if someone like that came to you?
I don't rightly know myself. A broken leg or a dagger in the gut hurts everyone the same. That's true. But when I just think about that scum going off and killing someone the next day, it sends chills down my spine.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, I don't know. I've never met a herbalist like you.
You know what, Henry? You're a solid bloke. So I'll tell you what happened. When I was about your age, I worked as a hired hand in Troskovitz, where this girl took a liking to me. Sarah was her name. But I wasn't interested in her, and I told her right away. But trouble still found me anyway.
Let me guess. Sarah wanted revenge.
Maybe, but she also might have been completely innocent. All she did was complain to her brother, and he put 2 and 2 together.
What do you mean?
Ah, don't worry about that.
Come on, you can tell me. What happened with Sarah's brother?
He realized it wasn't just about his sister. I never liked any girls. I reckon he'd found it odd for a while, and Sarah just gave him a reason to confront me about it. He gathered some of his friends, and they came to explain how they treat animals like me.
But if it's true what they say about you, you beat them all up, right? Or are those just rumors?
No, it's true. I'm not proud of it, but if I hadn't done it, they would have beat the life out of me.
They got what they deserved. They were asking for trouble, not you.
Aye, but I'm the one that got run out of Troskovitz. Then from Takhov, Mladyov, and Uyezd too. There's nothing to be done about it.
You said you could teach me something. What was it?
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts of herbs. People come to me with various maladies.
And you always heal them?
Always. Always when there's still time. Sometimes they'd be better off going straight to the priest.
That sounds like it could come in handy.
But if I'm supposed to teach you something, it won't be for free.
I understand. I'd be happy to pay you.
All right. What do you want to know?
Teach me a few tricks.
All right. I don't have anything better to do today anyway.